What's up, everyone? It's crack-a-lackin'. It's crack-a-lackin'. Seeing some price action in the channel here, hovering on the neckline. We like that. Oh, excuse me. I'm sneezy today. How's everyone's weeks going? Everyone's week going? Making money this week? Fortuna is already available. You can just go to indicators and search Fortuna, and there it is right there. So that's one that you can add for free right now. I can't really make... Why is this not working? Ah, there it is. So I can't really make... oh, that's not good. I can't really make Super Fortuna public yet for like putting on your own charts just because of how it is. I have to create a whole separate platform. I can't do it on TradingView. Is there a game on right now? What's this going on? I don't care about that. This is the S&P 500 futures. So this is basically a precursor to where we're going to go tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'm still in B-Town. I can't even remember. I think I just I totally forgot about my TD Ameritrade account. I'm gonna look right now. I do still have a B-Town call. Nice. See how that works out. Probably won't. I have Super Fortuna on TradingView, but I can't make it public because you won't be able to use it. Basically, like Super Fortuna, if you look at old Fortuna and it has these settings, so you know it has basically 8 settings. Super Fortuna has, I think, 10 times that. So Super Fortuna has too many settings. It doesn't self-adjust, so I have to do it manually, and it just wouldn't be worth adding for other people to use right now. But I am working on something in the future that you guys can use, so don't worry. So I'm just going to do a short live tonight. I do have a meeting here in a little bit, but I haven't been live for a while, so I just figured I'd come catch up with everyone, and maybe we could do a little bit of futures predicting. So... yeah. What's up, Gaston? Gaston. 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 That's a fun name. I like that name. What's Tech doing? People in Bitcoin here, too? Ooh, Tech looks nice. I was watching Tech today, and I saw this curling up, and I was like, this thing's gonna go. I'm actually going to take Fortuna off. messes with my charting. So I think tech's not done yet. I could see tech. I think tech's going to make it to here at least. So I think we're going to be green tomorrow. Right now I'm sipping some orange mango juice. Very tasty. Very tasty. Oops. So if we think this is wave 1 of the impulse, I'm wondering, so you have the breakout right here, right? So you got the breakout and retest. This is very bullish, in my opinion. And you had the left shoulder and the right shoulder here, and the right shoulder was very small compared to the left shoulder, which is also a strength. What I'm not liking is, well, I mean, volume is curving downwards, but in the grand scope of things, it's pretty normal. It's just right here on the bottom we had a lot of tussling back and forth. So for me, this retest here and bounce is super bullish. You also have a bounce off of this old level here, so it's also bullish. So for me, I mean, it's almost a guarantee that we're going to go up at least another few percentage points. Let me see if this works out for the fib levels. Yeah, and see, I mean, the 50% extension is literally on the dot with this, so that seems like a good likelihood of that happening. So 50% probably come back down to what in here. We'll just put it in the middle there, and then we'd have to do, if we are going to go with the 50%. Let me just measure some stuff here. So that would be bigger than wave 1. Oh wait, no, never mind. If we're thinking it's there. So that's basically, alright, so that would be smaller than wave 1. So that means wave 3 was probably going to be a smaller wave, or wave 5 would be a smaller wave. Yeah, for sure. Did we all make money today? I think I made a little money. I haven't been trading much lately. Taking a little break till after quad witching, and then I'm gonna go ham. We're gonna make that million. Be fun. Apple looks interesting too. I've been watching this for a while. Hasn't fully broken out yet. Still in this channel. But as soon as it breaks, it's going to be nice. I'm wondering if tomorrow this gaps up above here. How are we doing after hours? It's up a little bit after hours, not much. It's awesome, Tatum. This is Apple. If you ever want to know the ticker, it's in the middle of the screen here. If you can't read it, I have it faded on the back. So this is Apple. I was looking at futures. So look at weed. I've been hearing weed being extremely bullish. I know weed popped today towards the end of the day as well. You got the Mexico news. Yeah, I think weed is gonna run again. Let's blow her up. So this is a super wave. We're getting bullish again. You could see CGC go to 83 then on this next. That's a pretty extensive target, but it's not to say it couldn't happen. So you basically had a 1, 2. Here is your impulse, vertical impulse move. And then here is your corrective move. We got a clean break. Volume isn't fantastic, so that's not, don't love that. The volume's a little weak, but CGC over 35.36 can do some things. How's it doing after hours? It's up 7 cents after hours. I think Tilray's been doing really... Tilray's crazy because people short it so much. I don't know why they want it. It's up 30 cents after hours. So now that we have a bottom here, we can establish a few things. Let's try the 1 hour. See if we can line these up a little better. Over the yellow line, we're pretty good to go. So I'm liking Tilray over 28.29, and that's where you're gonna start seeing some sparklers fly. Over 29.70, and you're gonna have another squeeze on this probably. I like the that price action on the bottom. I almost called out. Yeah, Concabar, don't die. This will be posted after. You can always rewatch it. I almost called out a Boeing 300 call for next week. I came very close. Boeing looks really good. Boeing call flow was spectacular today. So people think for sure it's going to continue to go up. Bounced really nice. It's got this kind of tilted cup and bull flag, bull pennant forming. So be curious to see how it goes tomorrow. I think it's up after hours. No, it's about the same. Living pretty good. AFA follows Tilray, so those ones, AFA looks pretty good too. I mean, it looks identical to Tilray, it's just cheaper. It should be trading at about 20% below Tilray, based on the agreement to combine. So we had some volume here, and we broke through. I would imagine you're probably going to see a little gap up here, and then it's going to come back down. And then you're going to see it test out. Something like that. So if we are bullish, this would be kind of the price action you would want to see, is a retest of this breakout, and then with volume, the next move up, and that's where you're going to want to see. Generally, I use the 1 to 4 hour time frame when I'm looking at overarching plays, but when I'm day trading and stuff, I can look at anything from the 1 to 15 minute when I'm looking for entries and exits. I saw VLDR had a good day today. I think it's had a good week, yeah. It's got this gap from 17 to 1781. Problem is imagine they're gonna have to do some. Let me look at their financials here. Hold on one second. Ooh, they lost a lot. Holy cow. That's no bueno. Ooh. I can see why people are afraid to get in. They are losing money really fast, and they don't have a lot. Their revenue is not that great compared to what they're spending. Yeah, I know the future looks bright, but holy cow, Dan. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. My daughter's jumping around. But maybe the LDR, if it can fill the gap here, has a chance, but I think I'm going to stay away. It burned me hard last time. I thought it was going to be a good runner, and it's just kind of been very depressing. I would imagine it would at least test this downtrend. Alright, I'm going to power through some requests here. I thought Skills just had a really bad earnings. I do like that it bounced on the 382. I don't like that it rejected on the 50, so if it can hold over 2450, then you're going to be looking alright. But, I had this breakaway gap here, and it came all the way back down, filled it twice, and I think over 30 is where I would feel safe if I was looking into this. I don't know much about Skills, but there, over 30 would be where I would feel comfortable taking a position in it. I saw GE just getting crushed lately. I think they had this sell-off. They bought a company, I think. They've just been making a lot of acquisitions and moving money around, but it had a good bounce today. Almost 30 cents, 31 cents. It did bounce at you see a lot of these stocks have been bouncing at the 382 lately, so yeah, I like GE though. I have to say that though, my wife works at GE, so HD looks like it wants to fill this gap. So I mean, it looks like it's resting on this old resistance, so if that, we could see 275 on HD. Could be a nice gap fill play if we're bullish tomorrow. I think we are, so you think GE's gonna reverse split? I haven't heard anything about that. How's Bitcoin doing? Since a lot of you are in. Ooh. Bitcoin double top. I like this cup. This looks incredibly bullish. So look what happened. This is almost identical to this over here. So you see what happened last time? Now we have a smaller cup here. So last time it checked just a little bit be underneath, and then went crazy through the resistance, just like sliced through it like butter. And we retested this, so we are still bullish. Whether it gets through on this try will be interesting to see. But yeah, they are doing a reverse split. Interesting. I think that's a good. I'd like to see that. Imagine Riot and them are down a little bit after hours, right? Down a penny. Yeah, I don't love this. Kind of broke its formation, and it rejected it, so. And it's kind of a rising wedge. I would avoid this Corsair. I know people have been hanging on to this for forever. That's not what I wanted. Ooh, Sun had a good day. I had a good week from 8 to 60. This thing really came back down to earth, huh? Is that $30 at one time? Be interesting to see how they do on their earnings. Looks like they got those coming up in 5 days. Isn't Fastly Fastly was called out by Super Fortuna, wasn't it? Let me look here. Oh, yeah. I'm just reading. Hold on one second. Yeah, I called it at 69.45. Where's that? Right. It's on the 9th. Called it right there. And look at that. We're up $6 since that. What a nice call out there. This does have a nice, it has a bunch of nice gaps. Even has a gap right here if you see 76 to 77. So got a small gap there. Then there's a big old gap. Fastly likes making gaps. This is crazy. You know what Fastly also likes? Fill-in gaps. Look, we had this giant gap right here, and we filled it. Giant gap right here, filled it. So I wouldn't be surprised if Fastly gets to 92 in the next few weeks. I think SE's been covered by Avery pretty good. I am concerned that we're done. You know, you got a left shoulder, right shoulder. This had earnings basically sell off since earnings, so volume is dying. You got a rising wedge. This thing just loses money left and right. I don't know why SE is worth so much. It's crazy. Is AMC even doing anything after hours? Yeah, I don't. I sold AMC. I haven't gotten back into it. I liked the run, and then it sold off hard. with volume. So as long as 982 can hold, though, I think we're probably pretty good. But it did look like it was trying to fill this gap. Still has a little bit of gap left to fill, unless it. Oh, okay. It filled it to right. It filled it to right here. Interesting. I had Envis on my list, and I saw that it broke and got rejected underneath here. I'd like to see it break this downtrend with a full candle. It did not, so until it does that, I'm probably going to avoid it, but it's still pretty much in a downtrend. Facebook, whoops, it's not the right one. Facebook's been getting a lot of chatter here lately. I saw a bunch of stuff on Facebook today. So basically, I've been watching this downtrend for a while, and I saw this breakout at 268 today, and it ran $10 from that breakout, which is interesting, and then looks like it got rejected here. So, hold on one second. Right. So basically, you want to see Facebook hold the 273 area. Looks like it's up 3 cents after hours. Woo! Yeah. Oh no, wait, it's up. It's up almost $1 after hours. There we go. Now we're talking. I almost got in this too. I saw this alert coming off. I almost got in it, and I was like, nah. Been burned by Facebook a lot. But it played out really well. So, yeah. Worked out well. Looks like it hit the 618 extension perfectly and rejected, which coincided with this. So this you would have never really been able to see, but the 618 extension is pretty standard for a breakout. I don't mind Neo. I just think you can make money on it. It does have a gap to 49, so you got that going for you. It's up 45 cents after 41 cents after hours, so I think over 47 you could have a nice play to 49.61. I mean, Neo did. You still have that up there. So, yeah, if it can't get into this gap, it's going to come back down to the trash zone. So, I still think Neo eventually will come down into the trash zone. The heck is IMVT? Is this the one that you had me look at earlier? I don't know why, like, what about this looks attractive to you? Like, there's a reason why it is where it is. I don't know what that reason is, but it looks like something happened right here. Yeah, I would not touch this. I mean, I get the idea that you're like, oh, it was at $54. It could definitely get back there. You got to look into why it got back there, and look at this volume. So it gaps up and then immediately sells off. So and it's a biotech, so it probably had something to do with a drug trial, I'm assuming. This is a crazy stock. Goes from 37 up to 200. Sells all the way off to 117. So almost in the span of a month, drops 50%, and then in the span of a week, goes from 122 up to 165. Options on this are just priced so ridiculous. I think you could only play shares on this. We've been going on for about 40 minutes. Wow, Alcoa's been running nice, huh? You have a nice impulse here. Could be done now. Let's see what this extension looks like. No, I mean, it could get to 36. This could just be the start of a run. I think 36 to 37 is feasible, doable. What was the extension on this? Maybe 34, maybe 33 to 34 is more doable. Because the wave 3 wasn't that big. Wasn't a full extension. A lot of things look like they're reversing, but look what happened last time. This was earnings, though. Fubu does have a gap from 37 all the way up to 40, so I'd like to see it fill that gap. I think it will. Yeah, I like Fubu. I think this would be a good long term. If they could ever become really popular, and they're doing more and more things. They do burn a lot of cash, but they're doing that to grow, so. Dan, you're going to make me get off live if you're on a date. Can't be interrupting date night. Your girl's probably like, what are you doing? I feel like I could just use our popular scanner and just chart those tickers, and it would take care of 90% of what people want me to chart. I mean, Rocket's going to consolidate here for quite a while. As long as it keeps making higher lows, you should be good, but I would imagine... Well, it's up 20 cents after hours, but... Rocket squeezed really hard, and so now it's going to consolidate probably in the 26 to 28 range for a while. And then when it gets back over 28.50, then we can really see some sparks flagging, but... you know, Rockets. I've been talking about Rocket for a while, since around the 20s. I think long term, it's a good company to get into. I think leaps on Rocket would pay. They definitely paid when we were talking about it at 20. You know, it went to 43. Went to 43. So keep that in mind. I gotta go here in a few minutes, but power through. Can has just been, oh my god, amazing. Just from $4 to 36 in less than like 3 weeks. Crazy. They make some good miners though. I mean, I think Can's gonna go to 40. What's it at after hours? It's down after hours, but you know, it basically got your breakaway gap there. Yeah, I think 40 to 43 is certainly doable. I imagine it might consolidate into the weekend. And then this weekend we might see Bitcoin go nuts. I doubt Bitcoin's going to do much tomorrow, but this weekend I definitely see Bitcoin going crazy. I mean, Riot can. All the it all depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin gets over, what's Bitcoin at? Yeah, if Bitcoin gets over 60, you're going to see a lot of things go nuts. Uber. That does look like a Head and Shoulders. That's a nasty Head and Shoulders too. And here's the thing. So you got volume on the left shoulder, and you got volume on the head, but then on the right shoulder you got no volume. That being said, you do have a bull flag right here, but you know, if it gets over 60, I would say it's bullish. And then obviously if it drops below 58 and a quarter, you know, it's got this uptrend right here that it's hugging. Charge Point Holdings. Alright, this is going to be my last one, and then I'm going to look at futures, and then I got to get off. This thing... So this thing went to 50 from 10, all the way back down to 19, and now it's at 31. I mean... I mean, it's at resistance right now. It's kind of in the middle though, so it could go either way. How's it doing after hours? It's down after hours. I wouldn't be surprised if it came back down to 20, if I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know much about it, but let's take a look at futures again. Futures are looking good. Alright, so let's look in on the 5-minute. Consolidating really nice here. Looks like we're struggling with 393.6. I don't know why particularly that one. I'd have to figure it out. It's probably the 236. There we go. Yeah, it keeps... It's cupping though, so... I think tech looked a little bit better. Yeah, tech looks good. Tech looks really good. let's keep an eye on this, but hopefully we're green tomorrow. We'll have to see how China opens and then Europe. So, okay, sorry it's been a little bit of a shorter live, but we'll do a long one Sunday. Do like an hour or two on Sunday, and then I'll try to do a couple more next week. But thank you, everyone. Have a great night, and I'll be on Discord if you want to chat on there.